Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Right, so today I've got the next component for my Gucci battle belt that I'm building. This bad boy. So, having looked around on the market, on the internet for countless hours instead of going to bed at night, I kind of found slim pickings for decent fit, form, function med pouches. I've had to shop far and wide, and the only company that I could find that combined all these qualities of fit, form, function, aesthetics, quality of build and reputation was FrogPro. So FrogPro is an Italian company. It specialises in military equipment, and it provides their equivalent of our special forces and military over in Italy. Right, so without any further ado, this bad boy. Okay, so what I thought was quite a nice touch. As soon as I opened this, there was a nice black envelope, and inside it contained the normal kind of literature, but also contained a nice little letter basically from the owner of the company, Mr. Fabio, just basically hoping that everything is to my satisfaction, and should I have any queries or any concerns or any issues, not to hesitate to get in touch with him personally, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. And it also came with a nice Gucci little sticker for the pelly case, so happy days, hoofing. Right, like I said, I was quite excited about receiving this piece of kit. I'm a bit of a kit pest, as you can probably tell, like every bootneck is. However, the only one that I could find that was Gucci and combined the fit, form, function was this beauty. Okay. As you can see, immediately it just yells out quality. Okay. The finish and the presentation of the Kundura wrap is exquisite. It's really thick as well. It's also got like a little bit of a waxy coating, obviously for make sure it's waterproof in the field. Has these two pull-out handles, some bungee attached to the rear, purposely assigned for additional tourniquets for your equipment. On the top, you've got the first aid symbol there that I believe can be interchanged for black, IR or red, so it stands out pretty obviously on your kit. Inside here there's a nice compartment for your sterilised surgical gloves, should you need to get to them in a hurry. Along the front is some window cutouts with Velcro backing. Obviously this is for your blood group or your ZAP numbers, so they're clearly visible. Additionally, there's laser cutouts on here as well, should you wish to attach any additional equipment or secure things like your shears and stuff like that. But my first impressions, I'm seriously impressed by this piece of kit. It is the dog's nuts. Very, very impressed. Okay, looking at the back. Okay, you can see that it's got the Powell's Molly system here. It's a nice suede type fabric. I'll be keen to see how that stands up once I attach it to the belt, but it certainly feels quality, so I'm quite optimistic. I believe at the back of here, which we'll find out later, there's like a one-piece insert so you can slide your belt through the loop. However, you're probably going to lose Velcro real estate securing your belt in place, so that's obviously not the preferred method. And then additionally on the bottom, okay, on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a zip, a robust zip on there, and these can be hung from the bottom of your plate carriers, should you so wish. Okay. Okay, having broken the kit down, I continue to be impressed, to be honest. The design features on this kit have been so well thought out and meticulously planned. You can tell it's been done by an ex-operator with lots of experience, because just all the little simple touches are just fantastic. So, for example, okay, when I mentioned earlier, so you had like molly straps. Again, they are robust. So you had the molly straps, power system, and then I mentioned a one-piece Velcro system. I couldn't have been further mistaken. So again, these individual Velcro strips not only go over the belt, but the other side of the Velcro mirrors the inside of your belt, so you're not actually losing any real estate or functionality from this Velcro. It's actually providing further adhesion for your equipment. That as well, if you see here, combined with these pals, they've been purposely spaced to work in conjunction with one another. So it's just so well thought out and engineered. It's top notch. Okay, so yeah, so that's the Orthos Med Pouch. As you can see, it's see-through. That's where the kit slides in. In the kit, you get a length of a bungee and 4 toggles, and then another piece of kit, which I'm not too sure what that is, to be fair. And then you've got your 2 multi-purpose organisers inside, again with the cutouts and the holes for you to lace up your medical equipment in there. Looking briefly at the literature, I think there's 2 ways to skin the cat with this. You can either have 2 independently laced up med kits, obviously left and right pull, or you could just pack them in the middle, like so. Pack one side with the equipment and then pack the other side with the equipment. So that method then allows for, whether you're pulling left or from the right, you get the full kit issue in one. So when things hit the fan in the field, and you might not have an arm left, that seems like a good choice to me. Right. So I'm going to go away and be a bit of a kit pest, pack it with my med equipment, and I'll show you what I've done with that, and then I'll attach it to the belt and I'll show you in further detail just how that system works, because I'm really blown away with it. I'm really impressed. Okay, so after a bit of a kit fettling, here's the finished packed item. Okay, so as you can see, I've opted to put the tourniquet at the bottom, obviously where it's meant to be allocated. I've put a tough cut pair of shears through that front bit there to keep nice and tight. I haven't got any gloves with me at the minute, but obviously I would have whacked them under there. As you can see, it's quite a snug fit. There's plenty of kit in there, and it is quite hard to get in there. However, should you need to get it in emergency, it's quite easily achieved by just pulling left or right on these. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, so I've elected to cover the front of either panel, both panels, and then join it with the bungee cord in between, and then they sit on top of one another thus, and then you've got the left and right pull out. You can take it either way, in and out. So looking closer at what I've packed, okay, on this side you'll see a smaller hemcon silver roll just at the back there, obviously for catastrophic bleeds. Got a nasal airway there, obviously to preserve the airway in unconscious patient. Also got a decompression needle in there, should anyone suffer like a gunshot to the lungs or whatever, and suffer tension pneumothorax. We can sort them out there. This just back here is a double chest seal, obviously for any penetrating wounds to the lungs and the torso, and then just a bit more gauze packed in there on that side. This is all held in place with slight tension on the provided bungee cords. All I've done is just pass it through the back and let it free flow. You have to kind of think carefully on how you're going to lay the items out, but I managed to achieve all that on my first pass, so that's not bad going. Okay, second one, obviously Israeli dressing, pressure bandage, and then you've got some more Hemcon, hemostatic gauze for packing of wounds, stop major bleeds. Also got some more packing material there to pack any wounds with a bit more pressure, and then just some saline should you get anything in the eyes. Here you can see the unit on the belt itself, looking very, very sexy. Okay, there you go. Okay, on the back, as I mentioned earlier, I've secured it in place using the provided Velcro double straps. These fit to the sticky surface of the belt, and then also provide an additional layer, so you're not actually losing any real estate. So when this is applied to the inner belt, all this surface area will grip just as well as it did prior. And just for good measure, I've also used the Powell's Molly system. It's not under tension because the Velcro is doing all that, but that's just redundancy should it ever work loose. At least I know I'm not going to lose it. These are bombers as well. These are really fiddly to get in, and there's no way these are coming loose anytime soon. So yeah, so a really, really robust, well-designed system by FrogPro. Very, very pleased I opted to go that way. There are some other similar items on the market now that I would be interested in seeing and see how well they compare. However, I bought this with my own money and I'm very, very, very happy with it. Repacking this is a bit of a pain, but I'll just go through that process with you now. Okay, so obviously orientate it the correct way. I might have to stand up to do this. Insert into the gap. And just gently feed it in the best you can. Okay, there you go, a little bit of pressure, it's all back in there. Yeah, very, very, very happy. Would thoroughly recommend FrogPro Orthos Med Kit to anyone. Yeah, quality speaks for itself. Thanks for watching. Hope to make some more of these in the upcoming future. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. It was my first effort, so I appreciate it. It's not the best quality, but I appreciate you sticking with it. Thank you.